Hey guys, I'm William Craven, and this is going to be my final exit interview for TEM 482, and coincidentally, probably the last assignment I will submit here at ASU, at least for my undergraduate. Um, a lot has changed over the years, and I'm sure my introductory exit interview for my first semester in the TEM program is still posted on that YouTube channel that I've been using. But so many learns and so many challenges, opportunities, struggles, wins from my time here. Um, this class in particular, TEM 482, was great practical hands-on application for everything we've learned up to this point through the TEM program, all the TEM core classes and all the TMC classes as part of the TEM major program as well. Everything from developing that business plan, which I think I've been using business model generation and value proposition design since the first class, that first semester here. But actually putting it to work, making a venture that's entirely my own, and building things up from the basement up to the ceiling. That's not to say my venture that I've been working on this semester is finished in any way or ready for market, but it's been a very good way to work through the kinks and see a lot of the challenges that I'll face as an entrepreneur trying to launch a startup, maybe along the same vein as what I've been working on or something completely different. Most of the lessons that I've tried to draw from this are strategic in nature rather than the specific tactical things. I mean, it doesn't really matter if, you know, what I charge for this particular, for my particular little manufactured storage box solution, or, you know, any of those really granular type of issues. But, you know, what does matter is being able to find and interact with customers, being able to get to the heart of what drives them, what informs their decision making, and what I can make that will survive in the marketplace based on pains that I experience, pains that other people experience, and yeah, it's been an adventure. Um, Most of the business canvas related work really took on a new meaning, trying to apply it to an actual venture that I created. Previously, you know, we had played around a lot with the canvases and business model, but most of it was from you know, an outsider perspective. Hey, how would you describe the business model of this company type of thing? Like, if you were to describe a value proposition for a customer, how would you make it fit? That sort of thing. And it was all, I don't want to say disconnected from reality, but it certainly wasn't applied to a business that I was actually considering running for all intents and purposes. So that was full of challenges, you know, workaround solutions, and a lot of introspection in terms of how I approached things and how I dealt with specific decisions that I would make. You know, sometimes I realized that I would go for knee-jerk decisions and try and make features based on what I wanted, and that's not necessarily something you can do as an entrepreneur. You know, the voice of the customer is always the most important thing. I mean, within some bounds, obviously, but you know, as long as it fits within the context of your product and what you're delivering, you have to take that into account, or you're going to be fielding a dying venture. But more broadly, just in my time here at ASU, I've gone through a whole, you know, roller coaster of life changes, life developments, everything that goes along with, you know, participating in a program for 2.5 to 3 years. Just life catches up with you. So, you know, I've gone everywhere from, you know, being practically unemployed to having 3 jobs and working, you know, 70 hours a week to stuff in between. You know, I have more children now than I started off with in my university career here. Just a lot of things that put into perspective your ability to adapt to different changes, demands, and situations, regardless of what else is happening in your life. So I mean, primarily, most of my focus at this point has been spent on my family, at work, and in my studies. So to that end, I think a lot of the experience I've gained here, just knowledge-wise, has been immensely important in informing my future steps, my future choices. Kind of me catching this entrepreneurship bug. I got plugged in with a lot of local business incubators in my region to try and tap into that entrepreneurial spirit and just kind of observe and talk strategy and tactics with entrepreneurs trying to get through the same thing. Typically, people a lot more experienced, a lot smarter, and a lot more educated than I. But so that was a good, I guess, extracurricular sort of support for a lot of the learnings and coursework that I've done in conjunction with this major program. So I think that was one of the more valuable things I could have done, beyond simply completing the coursework, which was in itself very rewarding, at times demanding, at sometimes too demanding. I'm not going to tell you how many classes I've had to retake, but it's a non-zero positive integer. But that came with its own set of challenges and learnings as well, and a bit of a chance to dust yourself off and carry on and keep going. More than anything, I think I'm ending this trajectory on a really positive trend, a really positive note. I'm excited to be graduating here in I guess 1 week, actually. 6 days and 7 days for the various ceremonies and hoopla. But I never thought I'd be terribly interested in that sort of thing. But finally finishing finally earning that honor, while not necessarily unique, feels like a big step. And at this point, I'm really interested in observing some of the ceremony that goes along with recognizing that. As far as my future goes, I'm interested in still pursuing this entrepreneurial track, opening my own venture, starting and managing something that I can build, that I can call my own. More than anything, I'm interested in building something that will last and inspiring people to do the same. So I'm not sure if that's going to take the form of me actually manufacturing a product as part of a venture, or making some sort of platform or venture that seeks to encourage that sort of spirit and that determination and drive in others. But I don't want to say I have a lot of time to hash that out and plan it, because that's really the only resource that is in scarce supply, is time. So immediately after this, I plan on researching graduate schools and trying to get into a graduate program. I'm probably leaning toward just an MBA program here locally in Southern California, but I could be persuaded to go a couple different directions. Still kind of researching my options in that regard, and really looking to contribute to the world, to make it a better place, and in doing so, safeguard my livelihood and my ability to contribute to my family. So that was really the whole reason behind this. Going to school, I mean. Otherwise, what has this all been about? But I think entrepreneurship in general offered a great set of skills and skill-based analysis that didn't feel as pigeonholed as some of the other more specific degree programs that I could have taken, and offered a great deal of adaptability in terms of really anything I want to do in the future. So in that sense, this program was perfect for me, and to a certain extent, I mean, well, ASU was really the perfect choice of a university for me. I couldn't have imagined doing what I did and working through the coursework and having it all come together in any other way at any other place at this time in my life. So in that sense, it's been an immensely rewarding experience, and you know, I can't thank you guys enough for your feedback and contributions in this class, and I mean, some of you, you know, throughout several other classes as well, as well as the teaching staff and faculty has just been really top notch, and a lot more involved and a lot more knowledgeable than I really expected coming into it, and that was really reinforced with every class I took, every interaction I had with university staff, every you know, advising appointment, just how supportive everyone was, and how behind the mission of the university they were. So you know, it has been a wonderful experience, a great ride. Can't say I'd come back here for another undergraduate degree, but I would definitely recommend it to anybody who is looking to go to a university, for sure. So that's where I am. Got a bright future ahead of me. Very excited to be graduating. Very thankful for the opportunities we had in this class and throughout the entire program to learn, develop skills, and be able to give and get feedback from other students, both in the same entrepreneurial kind of cohort and from other students as well. And just to really incorporate everything into skills that we can use to launch and kind of springboard ourselves into the next big thing. Whatever that happens to be, you know, I could be launching a venture in, you know, this very same venture that I've been working on in a year or two, given some retooling, or I might land at a startup, you know, that somebody I come in contact with is doing, or you know, anywhere in between, really. But as it stands, I'm excited. I'm on a great trend. Really happy with my upward trajectory lately, and I'm ready to go. Thank you for listening to this long, rambling exit interview, but I hope I covered just about everything I could in terms of my experience in this class and really my entire experience here at the university. So thank you.